the logo I designed in Mario Paint back in like 2000. At first, it wasn't a chainsaw camera. It was like just a camera with like a light beam coming out because it was Cinematica. That was the first name for it. When it was Cinematica, it was more like it came. See, I don't know how deep you want me to go on this or how interesting it is, but like my friend Kevin Finn, I met him in high school, and he was like the first guy I met who also made movies. And we were trading VHS tapes. But I remember when the first time I talked to him, and he was like, "Yeah, I make movies too. My company name, it's Waff Jock." I'm like, "Oh, he has a company name?" I'm like, we would just make these things up. He's like, "What's your company name?" And I didn't have one. I was just kind of thought about it. I was like, but I didn't want to say that I didn't have one. So I just said back to him, I was like, "Oh, it's Cinematica." Like I just came up with it on the spot, and I kept it. And then I found out there was a TV studio called Cinematica. And I remember being mad too, more mad than I should have been.
Bastards.
So I was like, "Oh, come on." Somebody else has the name. It's like, it didn't matter. Who cared? I could have still just used it. It wasn't like an official thing. But I was like, I got to come up with a new one. Because I was mad, right? It's like Cinemassacre. And that's how it started. But then eventually it started to take new meaning, because then it was like the Cinemassacre style is like massacring the traditional way of cinema. It was just kind of like do it your own way. When the odds are stacked up against you, you just go on a Cinemassacre rampage to get it done. And there we go. The logo is designed Mario Paint. There you go.
He just decided to make it a chainsaw camera?
Yeah, I made a chainsaw camera. You know what's funny is like people still write me this all the time, is that the treads or whatever, the teeth on the chainsaw are backwards. However the logo is designed right now, I guess the current one or whatever, I don't know, they always say like, "Oh, those teeth are backwards." Like that chainsaw couldn't actually work. Yeah. I'm like, okay, yeah. It's also a chainsaw camera, so
yeah. So I guess like you wouldn't be cutting trees with it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a lumberjack or anything, so I don't really know or care. But it's funny now. It's just kind of like a funny thing. Like, yeah, the teeth are backwards. So
yeah.